what's up, ladies and germs? It's your fearless leader. I'm back again. This is a Week 11 recap for Murder Valley's finest Fantasy Football League 2023. And I'm taking you on a time warp, A couple weeks back to Week 11 so we can recap this and move on because it's almost playoff time. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. Hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving with your fam. Speaking of somebody who enjoyed their Thanksgiving holiday, I'll bring you our guest speaker a little bit early this morning so they can lead us in with a beautiful intro about life and love and family and honor. Because if you can come in her, come on her. Here's this guy.
Joel, tell me what you're thankful for this year.
About what year?
This year.
The whole year?
I don't know. What the hell you think? Say a little something about
It
Thanksgiving.
was a good year. I'm happy to be here for Thanksgiving. Hold on. Hey, we're talking here. Back up, woman. It's been a good year. I love everybody. Peace, love, and happiness.
We're happy you're here, Joel.
Go
We love
Dodgers.
you, Uncle Joe.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Thanks, Jolo. I'm super pumped that I got to see my uncle on Thanksgiving. It was awesome to have the whole family together. Even my Uncle Jeff came down from Washington, and to have everybody there was pretty badass. Thanks for sharing a couple thoughts with us. Glad we could get you featured on the video. Miss you like crazy, man, even though you are absolutely god-awful, just top-tier terrible at fantasy football. Honestly, though, you make draft days absolutely hysterical. It's uncanny, the moves that you make, and somehow stay in contention for a short amount of time. Eventually, somebody breaks a hip somewhere. Thanks for being a good sport. Love you, dude.
Go Dodgers.
All right, let's jump in. Week 11 recap. Matchup number 1 pits yours truly, of course, $5 footlong. I'm playing Game of Mahomes. Raymond Feliciano takes the L this week, 125 to 120. Yours truly gets the dub, basically on the back of Tank Dell and Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is the fucking biggest roller coaster in fantasy football this year, man. It's killing me. Between him and Aaron Jones on my team, I have no idea which one's going to produce, which one's going to fall flat on their face, which one's going to fucking pull their dreads out of their goddamn head and pull their head out of their ass. Jesus Christ. That's some playoff championship caliber shit right there. Jalen Hurts, mediocre. Rashad White, mediocre. I should have played Tua, I guess. I mean, he gets 26 points on my bench with 325 and 2 TDs, but it's tough to kind of cycle those two in and out. Of course, they're both going to have pretty all-star games. Raymond gets amateur outings from everybody in his lineup. Not terrible, but not great. Austin Eckler with single digits is not going to win you your weeks. And CeeDee Lamb with 15 points, unfortunately, is getting to the point where we're saying that's not good enough. Puka Nacua with 18 points, right, starts to show a little bit of life. Unfortunately, he had to cede a lot of attention to Cooper Kupp, who comes back. But 5 catches for 70 yards, a touchdown is a pretty decent outing for him nowadays. I take the win, 125 to 120 over Raymond, and still staying atop the depth chart over there. Matchup number 2, you got Luke versus Zachary. Chafing Pinatas versus Team Burris, and Chafing Pinatas comes out on top again. 135 to 124 is going to be the final here. Dak Prescott and Christian McCaffrey combined for 41 points, but the shining star Calvin Ridley with 7 catches, 103 yards, 2 TDs. Calvin Ridley gets Luke 30 points. Zach gets 30 points from Josh Allen and almost 30 and 29 from Saquon. Looking pretty decent, but Kenneth Walker III and Cooper Kupp, the formerly mentioned Cooper Kupp, completely just rock bottom, dude. 4 points combined between the two of them. 5 points from Cole Kmet in the tight end position. Just not going to do it. So 135 to 124 the final. Luke's going to take this matchup.
McCaffrey!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's go!
Okay.
Just send me the money now, bitches. Just send it to me.
And everybody's favorite drunk uncle.
Yeah, anyways.
Matchup number 3, a little bit higher scoring here. You're pitting father versus son. Once again, you got Travis versus Ashton. Team Graham against, rest in peace, Odell Beckham, motherfucking Jr., my guy. And actually, the father comes out the victor. 152 to 132. Travis takes the W over his son. That's going to be on the back of Tyreek Hill. Of course, it's just no shocker here. 30 points after 10 catches, 146 yards, and a touchdown, finds the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's a power duo right there as far as wide receivers go. Mike Evans finds the end zone this week with 15 points. CJ Stroud is looking to be a good rookie, actually. Breakout candidate for Rookie of the Year. But Brock Purdy, it's looking like he's the MVP caliber. And I know everybody's saying, right, fucking check down Charlie over here is the MVP. Every time, all he has to do is dump it off to Deebo Samuel 15 yards, and then that motherfucker takes another 80 to the house. Numbers are numbers. You got Brock Purdy with 333 yards this week, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions, no turnovers. If the rest of Aston's team showed up the same way, he probably could have snuck out a win here, but you got 9 from Debo, 7 from Amari, 9 from Terry, 6 from Sam Laporta. It's tough, man. My guy's starting 2 tight ends in his tight end and flex position over there. George Kittle's a baller, showing some beast mode over here, but unfortunately, he's not going to take it. Travis with 17 points alone from his kicker. I mean, it's tough to go up against matchups like that, but 152 to 132 the final for these games. Matchup number 4, also high scoring, but a little bit closer. Actually, a lot of bit closer. Chaco Dave versus JT, the light-skinned king himself. We all knew this was coming, right? Everybody, these two have been shit talking back and forth. So you got a big matchup here between 2 absolute imbeciles. Jason takes the win this week, okay? Jay's got it. He comes out on top. It's 157 to 153 is the final score. Rock out with my Brockout. Takes out Chaco Dave. Phenomenal ground game once again. You got 20 points from Jahmyr Gibbs and 20 points from Joe Mixon, respectively. Keenan Allen, right here he is, having another fantastic year for the veteran. He goes 10 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown. Kyler Murray comes back. He's looking like fresh legs, man, for that guy. All 5'2" of them. You know, him and DJ are actually the same height. You got Kyler and you got DJ. They're both about 5'2". When they're laying on their back, Lamar Jackson, 264 yards and 2 touchdowns for DJ. Gets him 30 fantasy points, and Brandon Ayuk finally has a huge game. He is the lead wide receiver this week in San Francisco. I can't even remember where these fucking people are from. 5 catches, 156 yards, and a touchdown, 28 total points. Speaking of defensive matchups, you got Bills D with 21 points against the Jets, and the Cowboys D with 23 fantasy points against the Panthers. So that was actually huge for both of them there. Intense matchup, very close, but Jay's going to sneak out the dub on this one. JT with the win, 157-153. And our last matchup this week, matchup number 5, a little more underwhelming than the previous, of course. Our 2 bottom tier scorers this week. You got Orange Crush actually losing to Tenderfoot's Jolo. Uncle Joe gets the win 116 to 84 over Tyler. And that comes on the back of Justin Herbert. Here he is, right, mate, showing momentum. 32 fantasy points on the back of 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. T. Higgins with a fat goose egg once again. Jolo leaves an injured player in his lineup. His wide receivers are nothing to write home about. However, he does have Travis Kelce, slightly shining light, and also has 2 tight ends in his tight end and flex position. David Njoku with a decent game. Travis Kelce is the second highest scoring player in his lineup. Somehow able to sneak out the win. Tyler's worst fears have been realized as Joe Burrow is officially out on IR. After starting the game, 101 yards and a touchdown, he goes out injured, finishes the game with 11 points, and is now done for the season. As if shit couldn't get worse for Tyler, who was on a roll, making a comeback. He ends up losing his starting quarterback, and it's probably going to have to result to, I don't know, fucking Baker Mayfields of the world. After losing Justin Jefferson, his first-round pick, he now loses Joe Burrow, his second-round pick, and things are not looking great for the Orange Crush team. Jaylen Warren, his RB2, 129 yards and a touchdown, 24 fantasy points, but the rest of his team combines for only 60, so he finishes with 84, takes a loss to Jolo, 84-116, the final.
Go Dodgers.
And we've come to the end. Your Week 11 high-scoring team is going to be Rock Out with my Brockout at 157 points. Big games from Kyler Murray and Keenan Allen to secure him this week's top scorer. Your league low scorer this week is none other than the aforementioned Orange Crush. Tyler gets 84 points, and Broadway Joe is out for the season. I just want to bring to attention that our season high score and season low score have not changed since week 2. Rock Out with my Brockout still holding supreme at 197 points, and Zach still maintaining that just low man on the totem pole, 66 points for Team Burris. You'll see it in the recap here at the end of the video, but hilarious that nobody has been able to cap those points. Looking forward to playoffs in the next 2 weeks, coming up here shortly for our fantasy playoffs, and also getting ready for Christmas. It's crazy how quickly this year, this season, how everything has come by and just flown by. So very exciting times for everybody. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for being understanding that these videos are my favorite, but also time consuming, a lot of fun, but also a lot of work. And I appreciate with you guys sticking by me, and looking forward to a fantastic playoff and postseason. I'll see you next week. Week 12 coming at you soon. Commish out.
Bitch in charge.
Damn, who's been chopping up this turkey right here, dog?
Sometimes when you are a man, you wear stretchy pants just for fun.
No, tell me a little something about Thanksgiving over here.
A little something about Thanksgiving over here.